neighbors or friends, but they went to the dance. And Mother was dancing, and some man that didn't seem to have any use for Uncle L took a sledgehammer and hit Uncle L in the back of the head with a sledgehammer and killed him.
Oh, my goodness.
His name was Holmes, Homes, but I don't know what his first name was. And Mother called Grandpa, and I don't know what happened then. Of course, I wasn't born then, of course. But anyway, Mother said she never went to any more dances until Uncle Jack and Uncle Marion got large enough to go with her, and she got married, and she and Daddy went to some dances, but my daddy wasn't crazy about dancing.
Where did she meet him?
And she met him at a dance somewhere in his neighborhood one night. And he had been going with a lady, her name was Molly Horn. And he liked her, and she was a very sweet lady, but she married a man by the name of Barry Weaver, and she was our neighbor for years and years and years, and she raised some children, Maudie and Zula and Vozier and Lawrence and Arthur, and she lived a long, long time. And my mother and Daddy gave 2 dances at our house after we lived in our house on the Winfield Road where most of the children were born. But they didn't give very many. There wasn't very many people, very many girls. The Simmons girls and girls in the neighborhood came to the dances, but it seemed like there was not as much pep to the dances as there was in their younger days. And so they never they wouldn't allow us to go to dances while we were
Tell her about the story about when you and Aunt Cat sneaked off.
Catherine and I decided one night that we wanted to go over to Miss Molly Weaver's. They were having a dance and invited us to go, but Mama and Daddy wouldn't let us go. And so we decided that if we'd take our pretty white organdy dresses and good shoes and put them in a paper sack, and put them under the back side of the bed, and when we went to bed, drop them out the window. We had 2 glass windows right by our bed, and Dad slept in the same room we did. He had his bed, and Catherine and I had our bed. We thought if we dropped that paper sack out the window, then when Daddy went to sleep, we could ease up and get out the window and take the paper sack and go over to Miss Weaver's. And we had to go through about 1.5 miles of dense woods, but there was a wagon road through there. And we thought we could slip out and go over there and put our clothes on, enjoy the dance, and sneak home before daylight, before he and Mama woke up and wouldn't get into any trouble. But we didn't more than get our clothes on and get started dancing until Dad came in with a calf rope doubled about 4 times. And we had to go home and take a good whipping, both of us, and promise never to do that again. So I don't never remember going to another dance, to tell you the truth about it.
Why didn't they sleep in the same room? Your mama?
She slept in the front room, and there was only one bed sitting there, and she had 2 babies in the bed with her.
Oh, the babies slept.
And Jim slept with Dad, and Catherine and I slept together.
Then how'd they make any more babies?
Well, they got more babies.
Well, tell us about the time when was it Aunt Annie that would get your letters, or Jim that would get your letters, and Jack would?
Catherine and I, after we got old enough, we used to get letters from the boys. I used to get letters from Pink McGetty and Ed McGetty and the boys way out in the country, and Catherine got letters from Henry Fowler and boys like that. And so Mama would, for a long time, while Catherine went to the post office in the morning, got the mail and got any little thing that Mama wanted from town. But finally, Annie got her big enough that she wanted to go and get the mail and take care of everything. So Mama let Annie, got to where she'd let Annie do it. And I had to do that on Saturday when we were out of school. I had to wash and iron, and Catherine had to clean house and mop floors, and we had to do the work, and Annie went to the post office and got the mail. So we didn't get any letters from any boys for a while, and so we wondered what was the matter, and I told Catherine, and I thought that Annie was destroying letters. While Annie's my sister and I love her, but we've all made mistakes in life, but she made some awful bad mistakes in her life, young life. And anyway, why I heard her tell Mama, don't you believe Vivian got a letter from that nasty old Ed McGinty, and Cad got one from Henry Fowler. And my Mama says, what did you do with them? She says, I read them and tore them all to giblets and threw them down under the, way between the pond and our pasture fence. There was a huckleberry tree, a large huckleberry tree. And so she sat down under that huckleberry tree and opened the letters and read them and tore them all to pieces. Well, Catherine says, I'm going to see if the pieces are down there. So she sneaked away and went down there, and sure enough, a lot of pieces of letters, and she found some words in them that were our letters. So we told Mama about it, and Mama said, well, says you got no business getting letters from boys anyway, and you're too young. And so we, bless her heart, help yourself. So anyway, after that, then we got Jim to sneak out as soon as he had his breakfast and go to town and get the mail and sneak back home with it and keep it hid until we can, so one of us can see if there's any mail for us and get it. And so that way for a while we got our letters. But finally it got to where they probably didn't get in as early as Jim got there, and we didn't get them. But Catherine finally married Henry Fowler anyway, and I could have married Ed McGinty. He was a good boy, but I didn't, that wasn't my intentions and to get married, and especially someone around there. They were good people, but it just wasn't my desire. I didn't have the marriage in my heart for him or any other boy around there. So anyway, that was one of the bad mistakes my sister Annie made, but I forgive her for it, and I've had my enough of married life. I've lived to be almost 90 years old, so I figured that I've had pretty good.